your truth doesn't matter. That's still a truth
You've
claim.
had your truth in this country for the past thousands of decades.
Thousands of decades.
Not thousands. Whatever. That's a little embarrassing. But like your truth has been the narrative of this country forever.
Hasn't
and
it?
you think
Roe
yes,
versus
the
Wade
white
just
straight
got
male
repealed.
truth,
Abortion was legal in this country for 40 years.
And before the 40 years, what was
and crime dropped
Thankfully
40%
illegal.
after it
and
went.
on top of that, do you
Oh wait, hold on. Do you think abortion lowers crime rates?
Crime dropped 40% after abortion became legal.
Why is that the case?
It's called a statistic.
Who has the most abortions in America?
Women.
Black people. Is that so? Are you trying to say the termination of blacks in the womb lower crime?
Charlie Kirk destroys these dumb college students, these woke leftist college students who are bringing nonsense arguments into this debate, who make zero sense, and he goes after them. It gets fiery. It gets good. They talk about abortion. They talk about race. They hit all the major talking points. You guys stick around and watch the whole clip so you can see all of them.
Okay, so one thing I want to start off with is, why does your opinion trump over any other people's opinion?
Right. So do you believe that there is a truth out there?
Everything is subjective, but there is a right or wrong morally, especially when you're in a cultured society that is based off a set of standards and norms that we act on and we act as.
So everything is subjective. So is it objectively true you and I are having a conversation right now?
Yes.
So that's not subjective. Not everything is subjective.
So why do you believe morals?
Right. So something is objective.
Yes, but why do you believe your subjective opinion trumps over other people's opinion?
Well, let me ask you another question. I'll tell you. I will answer.
Please don't interrupt me.
You
can. Nope. Let me finish my sentence. I do not want to hear it. You think that your opinion is over other people's opinions. You think you were right subjectively.
Okay.
What is right or wrong?
Okay. Is murder wrong?
Yes, of course.
Well, then abortion should be illegal. Answer to question.
What constitutes a human? What is a human?
Deoxyribonucleic acid and conception.
But to me, a human would be someone with a consciousness who is alive in this world.
Well, guess what? You're wrong. So that's fine.
You're wrong, because I think that's right and you think that's right.
Prove it wrong.
What constitutes a human being? What is the definition of a human being?
The creation of DNA that will never exist again, and a soul goes into that moment. I don't expect you guys.
What's a soul?
A soul?
What's a soul?
The quickest way for these debates to fall apart is whenever you say, prove it then. Prove it wrong. That's when leftists can't do anything. That's when it all falls apart. And if you think that I'm Jared Wright, this is the right wing, you need to follow this channel because I post this content every single day. So hit all the buttons down below, like, follow, subscribe, all of them. Let's keep watching this clip.
What is a soul?
What is a soul?
The eternal, indistinguishable, let's just say non-visible being of your existence.
I don't believe that. I don't believe anything is eternal.
And that does not make yours true.
Yeah,
hold on a second. Here's the thing. At some point, somebody's truth has to win. Because guess what? Your truth doesn't matter. That's still a truth
You've
claim.
had your truth in this country for the past thousands of decades.
Thousands of decades.
Not thousands. Whatever. That's a little embarrassing. But your truth has been the narrative of this country forever.
Hasn't
and
it?
you think
Roe versus Wade just got
truth,
repealed. Abortion was legal in this country for 40 years.
And before the 40 years, what was
and crime dropped
Thankfully
40%
illegal.
after it went.
on top of that, do you
Oh wait, hold on. Do you think abortion lowers crime rates?
Crime dropped 40% after abortion became legal.
Why is that the case?
It's called a statistic.
Who has the most abortions in America?
Women.
Black people. Is that so? Are you trying to say the termination of blacks in the womb lower crime? That's a very racist argument.
That is not a racist.
You know blacks have 45% of the
I would suggest using African American.
blacks. What?
Sir, that's a leading question. Sir, that's a leading question.
You guys can come up and talk if you want. Yeah, it's 95 degrees out here, man.
This game, you're not ready for it.
So, yes, sir.
That's a racist. Okay.
No, you're the racist. You're the says that abortion lowers crime rates and blacks have the most abortions in the country. Yes. Not name calling. Wait, is it not Black Lives Matter or is it African American Lives Matter? Oh, really? Okay, I thought it was BLM, so I say blacks. Okay.
He was just okay, not too much, Andrew. Do you believe that you have some sort of privilege that skews your view on other people's lives? Because personally, I don't believe you could step in my shoes as a black woman and relate and understand the things. So I feel like it's not fair for you to choose what I get to do with my life because I'm a black woman in a white society.
What does being black have to do with truth?
Because there are different things that we experience,
Like what?
and my truth might not be what
What, did you get into college easier than I do?
What?
Affirmative action.
Yes, you get jobs and internships that white kids don't get.
Oh, we're
You have-
poor white people.
You have entire movements dedicated to your race.
We're so like,
okay.
Sir, do you remember the
Those
novel?
movements are to get right. You're crazy. Okay,
So,
okay, salt.
do you not believe in racism?
Of course racism exists. The Democrat Party is still alive and well.
do you think people are racist against white people?
All the time. All the time.
That is
Affirmative action is racism against white people. Yes.
Okay.
And Asians as well.
And Asians, that's right.
So I do have a question in that sense. If affirmative action is racism, why are most colleges predominantly white?
Why are they most predominantly white?
Why are most colleges, public colleges, are predominantly
Yeah,
white?
we're a majority white country. You realize that, right?
Uh,
So colleges are the depiction of the nation.
okay.
And actually, blacks on campus are disproportionate more than their population in certain areas, in certain campuses, than their population because of affirmative action.
In HBCUs? Is that what you're
Certain
talking about?
campuses.
Are you talking about HBCUs?
So, but let me just ask a more broad philosophical question. Why does skin color matter at all? Why should we care about it?
Because of the society we live in. Because
Well, hold on.
of the
But
society
no.
You're dismissing anything that has ever happened to someone of
Let
color
me ask
by
you a
saying
question.
that.
What can you do, or what can I do that you can't do? What law?
Explain how
Affirmative action is lowering of test standards and quota for a quota.
You're an idiot.
No, it's
I'm
not.
gonna tell you
It's
how
the way
it
it works.
I'm gonna tell you how it works.
Yeah, it's the way it works. I'm not going to entertain fallacies. Tell me why?
Just let him
Why-
talk. We have to hear your
It's
down.
fine.
Why?
It's fine.
Why
It's
does
fine.
skin color matter?
I believe skin color matters because of the society.
He's not being respectful. Do you know how
And I
this
guess it
works?
goes into
Right?
critical race theory.
Yes, it is.
Because of the society we have
I'll
lived
do it
in,
too.
race is a factor. If from the beginning of time race wasn't a factor, and there was never anybody who was oppressed because of their race, I feel like it would not play a part in anything that we do. But because literally less.
Oh, it's just Charlie.
They were interrupting you. I was.
You can say about black on black crime.
Hey, did I miss
Do I believe in black on black crime?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's abundant.
Explain.
Yeah, it's the number one cause of death in many black communities. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like,
He is right.
Okay.
So back to our previous argument that was interrupted. So in the sense of what, like I was saying, you don't believe like because of the history and because races have been oppressed, you don't believe like race plays a part in things, and you don't believe like.
no, that's not true. No. So, you know, do you know who Thomas Sowell is? You know who Thomas Sowell is?
No.
I really encourage you to look. Thomas Sowell's great. He's one of the best black economists of the 20th century. Grew up in Harlem, and he's done the best research in the 1940s, 1950s, and 60s in the black community. And essentially, his argument is that black America was experiencing a renaissance in the 50s and 60s, despite discrimination. Yes. Now, the one part that I would agree with,
But however, it's not the black community as a whole; it's Harlem black community.
there were Chicago too, but let's pretend you're right, okay? The one argument that I would agree with, and I'm against systemic racism arguments, the one that I would say, you know what, there was something very wrong is when Democrat Lyndon Baines Johnson came in and destroyed the black nuclear family. If there was one part where I could say, you know what, that was unjust and that has to be undone, it's when Lyndon Baines Johnson went in with a Great Society program with the intent to destroy the black nuclear family.
Okay. So in that sense, do you believe the war on drugs also played a part, or
Not
do you not
really.
believe in
No.
the war on drugs?
Well, look, I mean, I believe we should be very harsh on drugs, but I think I would give some merit to the argument of some government agencies peddling cocaine in the inner city. There is evidence to show that. I'm not going to debate it. Do I think it has so for example, like there's one number that I'm fascinated with, right? Single motherhood in the black community was about 28% in 1945. Okay? Now it's around 65 to 70%. Why? Are we more racist than we were in 1945?
No.
Okay. So then what happened?
The war on drugs.
It's insane how the whole abortion argument turns into a race argument, and then narratives fall apart. And honestly, Charlie's much easier on this subject than I am. I'm much stronger feeling about race and the differences in races, and how, you know what? We don't work together very well. Integration does not work because cultures are different, because we are inherently different. We are equal, but different. This is a major distinction from even Charlie. Charlie believes that, everybody can get along much better than I do. But yet they still hate him. They still call him a racist. They still go after him because he says, look, hey, I don't agree with abortion. It's murder. And if you want to talk about race, well, abortion was literally brought about. Planned Parenthood was created to try to decrease the black population. And then they went crazy. Oh my God, he said blacks. He didn't even say African Americans. He said blacks. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, why do we care? It does not matter. Stop making everything racist. Stop playing the victim. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. If you think that everybody should stop playing these stupid games, should just continue to live peacefully, to hopefully be able to make the distinction, hey, you know what? We can be equal but different. You need to follow along this channel. I'm Jared Wright. This is The Right Wing, and I bring you these clips every single day. So make sure you follow along. Hit all the buttons down below, and until next time, I hope you have a great day.